Okay, hello, good afternoon, everyone. So we are from the group 1. Today we're going to present our lesson plan of teaching English for foreign language using drama as a subject matter. But before we move to our presentation, please allow me to introduce my group members. There are 5 members in our group. The first is Igede Komangwai Sagriusnawa. There is me, and second there is Suleman Rasidi. And next there is Imade Udayana. And next there is Putumaya Berta Deviani. And last one there is Siti Hatima. Well, let's move to our work about lesson plan of teaching English for foreign language using drama as a subject matter. So here we start from the subject. It is of course about English, and the class that we teach here is the third grade of senior high school at the first semester, and the subject matter, as I mentioned before, is using drama. And for time allocation, we set 2 times 45 minutes. And then next to learning objective. So after our lesson is done, we expect the students to first identify the elements, core values, and linguistic elements of drama. That is for basic competence of knowledge. And for basic competence of skills, we expect the students to be able to perform drama according to drama script. And next, for the learning media, so because we set in offline learning, so the learning media should be the first we use LCD, and then laptop or PC, and then slide PowerPoint to make it easier in explaining our material, and then drama videos. And we also provide a reflection sheet, and for the material, we use English book for 12th grade students as a reference. And then for the learning activities, we use a cooperative learning method and complete with a role play strategy. And next is about our learning activities. So in this part would be presented by my partner, Siti. So for Siti, no time is yours.
Well, thank you so much for the time, Waisha. So I'm going to be talking about the learning activities. The learning activity can be divided into 3 parts, namely opening, create activity, and also closing. In the opening, teacher greets the students and also check the attendance, and also the teacher asks the students to pray together before getting started to the lesson. And then the teacher conveys the learning objective. The teachers also give an idea of importance of understanding the topic to be delivered and convey interesting things to arouse students' curiosity. Next, in the core activity can be divided into 5 parts. The first is explore or observing. Here, the teacher explained the material about a drama, and then the teacher gives a drama video to be watched to the students. And then thirdly, the teacher asks the students personally to analyze the elements and the core values of the drama given. In the questioning part, the students ask the teacher about things related to the elements of the drama they don't understand. In the collecting the information part, the students will find the information about the elements exist in the drama. I think that's all I could share about the core activity. Next parts will be presented by my partner. So for Udayana, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Siti. So hello everyone. I want to continue to explain the core activities. So as we know that core activities is the main activities in the learning process. So next, beside the activity already explained or mentioned by my partner, there is also elaborating and also associating. So what the teacher and students do in this activities. So the first one, the teacher asks the students to make the small groups. And after that, the teacher asks each group to find an example of drama script. And after that, or the last, is each group practice playing the characters contained in drama text according to the characters played. So for this section, was that the students feel free to choose what the character that want to um, practice, something like that. So after we have elaborating and associating, we also have communicating and confirming. So in this section of activities, the first students or the teachers do is each group performs the drama. Second, another group give feedback to those students who have performed the drama. After that, the students do group reflection related to the material has been studied. Okay, that's about the core activities, and for the core activities, we give time allocation around 70 minutes. And as usual, in the learning process, there is also the closing. Closing it's meant at the end of our learning process. Okay, in the closing, the teacher asks students whether the students have understood the material or not. And then the teacher gives good feedback to the learning process and students' outcome and emphasize to the important point in the lesson have been delivered. Then teacher asks the students to draw the conclusion of what they have learned about the drama. And then the teacher conveys the material that will be discussed in the next meeting. Yeah, at the usual, at the end, the teacher closes the lesson by praying together. Okay, that's all about the learning activities. So after that, we have a assessment instrument or attachment. Will be explained by my partner Maya. So for Maya, time is yours. Thank you.
All right, thank you for the time, okay, everyone. Now I will continue the presentation about the attachment or assessment instrument that we use in our lesson plan. So there are four assessment instruments. The first one is about attitude assessment set or observation assessment. So in this assessment, the procedure is that the set is filled in by teacher to assess the social attitudes of students in guidance, and then the teacher gives a check mark in the score column according to the manners displayed by students with the following criteria. 4 is always, or if the students always do according to the statement. And then 3 is often performed according to statements and sometimes not do. And then 2 for sometimes. It is when the students sometimes do and often do not do. And then the last one is one. It means never, or if the students if never done. And then here we have some rubric. And in the rubric, we have the student's name and then the class, and also observation date and subject matter. So in the column of rubric, there are number and then aspect of observation and then the score. And there are 5 aspects of observation. Number 1 is doing a greeting politely. Second is giving thank you after receiving the care of others. The third is using polite language when expressing opinions. And then the fourth is using polite language when criticizing a friend's opinion. And the last one is D3S, salam senyum sapa when meet others. Okay, next, there are knowledge measurement set. So in knowledge measurement set, there are the indicator competence achievement. So there are two indicator competence achievement that we are using in our lesson plan. The first one is able to determine elements of drama performance, and then the second is able to respond each elements with a logical reason. So in the scoring, we scoring the technique, instrument, and example of instrument. For the technique, we use the writing text, and the instrument is essay, and The example of instrument, the students must give a logical response or feedback to the elements of their friend's drama. So that's all about the assessment, observation, and knowledge measurement set. And the next assessment will be explained by my partner Sulaiman. For Sulaiman, time is yours.
Okay, Maya, thank you for the time. So today we have skill measurement set. In the skill measurement set, we have movement, expression, intonation, and articulation. In this skill measurement set, we have 1 until 5 score. Note, for the 1 score, it means that indicates very less, 2 score indicates less, 3 indicates enough, 4 indicates good, and the last one, 5, indicates very good. And then we have group observation. In assessment, based on an observation during the student work in his group. And then we have the rubric of assessment for discussion. In this rubric, we have number, name. And then for the scoring aspect, we have cooperate for discussing about the dialogue. And then we have active in communicating between their groups. And then we have the solid teamwork. And we have score. For the scoring aspect, we have 3, 2, 1, and 0 score. Next. And then about the scoring system. 1. Maximal score is 19 to 92. For the total score is 100. And then we have student score. It's a getting score times 100 and then divided by maximal score. And the next about cooperate for discussion about the text. 3. The student can cooperate to discussion very well. 2. The student can cooperate to discussion very well. 1. The student can sometimes cooperate the discussion text. And then 0. The student don't care about the discussion. 2. Active in communicating between their group. 3. The students are more active to communicate and involved with the discussion. 2. The students are less active to communicate and involved with the discussion. 1. The students are seldom active to communicate and involved with the discussion. And then we have 0. The students are passive to communicate and involved with the discussion. And the last we have become the solid teamwork. 3. It means that the students are more enthusiastic to become the solid teamwork. 2. The students are less enthusiastic to become the solid teamwork. 1. The student haven't spirit to become the solid work. And then we have 0. It means that the student don't care with the teamwork. I think that's all from me. So I would like to return back the time to moderator. So for Waisha, time is yours. Thank you.
Okay, everyone, that's all that we could share to you about our work of lesson plan teaching English for foreign language using drama as a subject matter. So that's all that we can share to you. On behalf of the name of this group, would say thank you very much for watching this video, and I'd like to say sorry if there are any mistake during our presentation. So I close this presentation by saying goodbye. Thank you.